Tonight from Bay Lake, Florida, the wide world of Sports Center here.
Greetings, everyone,
And the Orlando Titans and the Washington Capitals, the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. What should be an intense game here, battle of two deep offenses.
Sitting in that locker room and playing your very first game in the National Hockey League, and so many things come across your mind.
Two deep offenses here tonight. You got the line of Ovechkin and Backstrom. Actually, with their top two, but then you have McPartland, Torrio. You have a lot of depth on that Orlando Titans team, no matter the line. They also play with discipline. The Titans with 58 points, the Caps with 54. Making his debut tonight is Yuko Lomiko with the injury to Brock Nelson. Yuko Lomiko will be getting the start donning number 44. The Titans going with their black alternates tonight in this final game of 2018 calendar year. With the black and the rather darker shade of blue, it's a little bit of an odd combination. Bishop and Holtby will go at it. Holtby fought 1.55 goals against, 7 shutouts. He's one of the world's world-class goaltenders. And tonight, the Titans will have field day. This may not be an offensive game for both of these teams. They may not. Despite the high-octane offenses, it's all about goaltending at the end of the day. Face-off won by the Caps. As the Caps waste no time getting a shot on goal after winning the face-off, Joey McPartland getting it out over to Ann Lee here in this first minute. But here's Ann Lee with a shot saved by Holtby. Orlap taking it over to Johansson. Here's Ovechkin. He has that lightning shot on the left. That's something they have to be careful of, as he got it to Backstrom and he missed. Now it goes over to Ann Lee McPartland again. Ann Lee McPartland shifting left, shifting right. Tries to fire. She shoots. Torrio trying to stay with it. Torrio to McPartland. He scores! It's McPartland! Oh my goodness. Once again, the Titans strike first blood and they do it early. And it's Steven McPartland with his 18th of the year. He's got his third goal in as many games. That centering pass, I don't know if Holtby got fooled or what, but it found its way through. It found its way glove side on Holtby. And the Titans do strike first blood. So Steven McPartland, the entire first line involved on that scoring play.
Snapping a pass to Johansson. Washington's lugged it back into their own.
So the Titans control it, but Washington takes it back. Now it goes over. The Capitals are being forced to shoot short, tricky shots. Bishop's not having it. Now here's Fiala. Fiala looks in front and a shot, and the stop was made by Holtby. The Titans, they're doing a lot of first goal scoring, especially on home ice.
Taken over again.
Now it goes over, passes it to Nielsen. Nielsen in the corner. He's going to cut to the right of Holtby, to the left wing, but instead he was taken off. John Carlson gets it over to Burkowski, over to Sam Vrana. Case goes over. Here's Sam Vrana again, brother of Jacob. Here's a shot, Bishop the stop, and he holds. 12:28 to go here in this first. Steven McPartland gives the Titans a 1-0 lead.
And it is in team colors. You'll be proud to wear it.
The Caps coming in losing their last two.
Good help for the centerman.
And for a team that's here in first place in the other conference of the East. Now here's Dal Cole. Dal Cole getting loosened off. And Bowie will take over for Washington. Bowie, he gets a hit from Parayko.
Has it picked up.
Chris Torrio bounces it over to Vrana.
Up the wing, moving along.
Vrana dumping it in, it's going over. Bowie gets it over to Winnick. Winnick passes it over to Connolly. Connolly will shoot it down. Now it goes over.
Up that right side to Cizikas.
Cizikas going it goes back over to Darnell Nurse, who takes a hit. Nurse totally belted. Okay, now here's Dal Cole. Dal Cole gonna throw it in the corner, and Holtby, and it went across the crease. Niskanen, oh, he took a hit from Vrana. 8 minutes to go here in this first period. And here's a shot. Bishop the stop, and he holds. 7:28 to go. here in this first period.
Wouldn't be surprised if somebody's looking to dance in the future.
And again, there's Juho Lomiko, number 44, donning his first, and they let him take a lap around the ice before the whole team took the rest of it. It's a thing the Titans like to do, is have a guy making his debut go out and take a lap. It's tradition here in the Orlando team. The Caps are 6-2-2 in their last. Siegenthaler, a shot blocked. Once again, Siegenthaler to Walker, and a stop was made. Hanging onto it, cutting across, Bishop the stop. And he will hold with 6:07 to go in the first.
Orlando's had an aggressive mindset throughout
the Titans themselves 7-2-1 in their last 10, so both teams pretty much playing the same.
We'll see if they can impose their will on their opponent, who's played much
now it goes over to the corner. Titans need to get in front of the net here. Now here's Walker giving it back out to Orpik. Puck taken away. It's Juho Lomiko. Topic of, here's Lomiko. Lomiko shoots one, and Holtby makes the stop.
That's a quick glove.
4:15 to go in the first. You look at the plus minus. A number of players between these teams are in the top 10 in that plus and minus category.
Over 4 minutes
led by the
remaining.
goal scorer of
Only
this
one
game,
goal
Stephen
hanging
McPartland.
on the board so far. So it's
Face off
1-0.
one.
Couldn't get through.
Irwin loses control of it.
Chipped off the boards and ahead.
Sometimes the best play is right in
Being
front of
pursued
the
by
net.
Irwin
He took
with
a
Sam
quick look,
Brana.
read the seam, and then bounced it off the boards
Now
to
here's
his partner
Kuznetsov
so they can
over.
get the
Here's a
result
shot.
much more
It goes wide. Goes behind the net. Stephen
Down to
McPartland.
the glass. Two sticks together.
Now
they
Darnell
cancel.
Nurse gives it over.
Orlando
Torrio.
setting things up along the
Torrio
boards.
tries to find Anley, and she scores! Anley McPartland! It went from the husband instead to the wife this time. And the husband and wife duo have the 2 goals of this period. And the Titans have a 2-0 lead.
Lead stick was in a ready position and he
This
one
is
time
not
to
very
pass the
Braden
ball.
Holtby like. His goals against is going to increase as a result of this game. He doesn't give many beyond a goal. This time he's given up 2. And the Titans lead 2-0. With 2:01 to go in the first. And lead with their 9th of the year.
The Titans control from the neutral zone.
Face off one.
That one to Mick.
By Orlando again. Here's McPartland. McPartland! Save made by Holtby.
Around the 20th minute of this period.
The Titans really making noise here. Torrio shoves off Carlson. Torrio racing through. A stop was made. Ovechkin comes away with it with 30 seconds to go in this first period. Here's Backstrom. He takes a hit from Joey McPartland. Pellick's got it. No, Carlson stays with it. Over to Backstrom. The save, the rebound, it goes high. And that will expire the first period here at Wide World of
The
Sports.
first 20 minutes are in the books.
The McPartland husband and wife combo had the 2 goals in this first period, and at the end of one, it's the Titans 2 and the Caps nothing. The Caps had chances, but this time, the Titans get a more quality and carry a 2-0 lead into this first intermission, but this game is far from over. Washington still has a deep offense the way they do. Shots on goal were 10-7 in favor of Orlando in that first period.
Let's take a look back at the first. What impressed you most?
Washington's lucky to
Nielsen is going to be taking the face-off to open the second period.
I'm sure the coaches addressed that problem.
Here's Parayko. Parayko staying with it. Parayko to pass to Fiala, and a stop was made. The rebound. Oh, and it was an open net, but Bob Washington came away with it. That net was wide open for a quick minute, and they're lucky it wasn't there. Backstrom the stop. Ovechkin the rebound, and they poke it out of trouble. Ovechkin. It goes around.
Good job with the
Parayko, nope. He'll have to stay with it. And it was a stop made, and Chris Torrio got it out of trouble. It goes over to Fiala. Fiala losing control over it. Chris Torrio gets it over. Parayko a shot. It was blocked by Alex Ovechkin. The forward does have big size, as you see.
He's in on an onside play.
Stolen by Parayko. Parayko to Robbie Torrio. The one person. Here's Torrio. He scores! Robbie Torrio! The first line has completed the faction! And that's the third goal for the Titans! All three first liners have scored and they lead 3-0. And that's another Titan goal in the first 5 minutes of the period. He just used his stretch, his speed, and just stretched it out. You gotta love it. Holtby is not, it is not Braden Holtby's night. I'll say that. Robbie Torrio with his 10th of the year. That's another in the plus-minus category for the first line.
Got possession. Washington's in possession.
Here's Niskanen, loosened off the puck. Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov gets it over, back to Niskanen. Niskanen, here's a shot, and a stop is made. And Lee McPartland gets it back to her husband. Now here's Steven. Steven McPartland losing control of it, but getting it back. And the pass was made. And it goes back over to Burkowski. Burkowski being pursued by Dal Cole. Joey McPartland has it. Joey McPartland. Oh, nope. Instead, it goes to Sam Vrana.
Gives it over to the point.
It goes over, and it goes over Joey McPartland, harassing, pushing and pushing. It goes back to Orpik. Orpik. Here's a shot, saved by Bishop. Advances it out of trouble. Steven McPartland over to Jake Vrana. Now here is Vrana. Vrana, right side, Vrana. The pass, saved by Holtby. Another golden opportunity by Orlando. Vrana throws one on goal, and instead it's going to stay away. Orpik has it.
Picked up in the attacking zone. On to Cizikas.
Cizikas a shot.
And so now a penalty will be handed out.
And they're going to call a slash.
The Capitals get a minor penalty for
Something
slash.
like 45. Washington number 45, 2 minutes of slash.
He's making like Paul Bunyan out there. That's a
Yeah,
2-minute
he did.
slash.
That was Darnell Moss that got hit. Tyler Grailback is going to sit 2 minutes.
And so begins
8:41
power
here in the
play
second.
number
The
one.
Titans lead
Let's see if it's
3-0.
power play
Looking
goal
to add
number
on
one.
to it.
The Capitals with a face-off win.
Carlson getting pushed by Cam
He's got it there. He
Atkinson,
wants to clear
and the
it
puck
out.
is out of the zone.
Cleared back out by Carlson.
Irwin is going to
Gathered
take
in
it over
by
for
Irwin.
Orlando.
Puck is thrown to Nielsen.
Nielsen.
Good up there. Gains the zone. Scooped up by Irwin.
Irwin taking it over for
Up the wing
Orlando.
and moving
Now
well.
here's Irwin. Irwin
Terrific
pass it.
interception.
And now has to go out of the play
Washington's
as
accelerating
Washington
ahead
looking
through
to
the
get it
neutral
done
zone.
here. Short-handed.
He drives toward the slide. Checked
Nielsen
away.
getting out of trouble. Winnick staying with it. That's a way to kill time.
Able to attack now.
Now it goes back out over to Carlson. Titans need to stay within the crease here as Washington's starting to push here.
Takes that pass.
Look at them go here. Orlov passes it, tries to get it to Nielsen and can't, but the Caps are caught offside.
Play is offside, and so back to center ice for the
7:36 to go in the period, 55 left on the Titan power play. Titans looking mighty darn impressive here. All three of their first liners scoring goals, and they lead 3-0. And here it goes over to Jake Vrana. Vrana cutting across, couldn't get there.
He's got it, but has
And
to
the
get
puck
rid
is
of it.
cleared out of the zone.
They've taken the heat off again.
Adam Pellick
Clock still moves. Pass up that
over
right
to
wing, and he's
Vrana,
got it.
35 ticks to go. Here's Vrana. Vrana shot, he hit the crossbar, and it goes out of
Puck
play.
out of play over the glass, so another face-off coming.
Wow.
Since they can't play it where it landed.
Even though the Caps have spent a lot of the
Over
penalty
7
kill
minutes
in the
to go.
Orlando
Do you
zone,
see a pattern
Orlando will
developing
finally get a
here?
face-off
They're up
in.
now by 3. The Titans win
Carlin
that
gets it
face-off.
over to Pellick and a
Ties
shot.
on it.
He gets his glove on, it goes to
Looking for a
Pellick.
better lane.
Pellick, it has intercepted by Connolly. Connolly, who takes a hit, it goes down the ice, but kills more time as the Titans look to get one more rush. Now it goes over. Steven McPartland. McPartland who opened the scoring. Shot by McPartland, it was blocked. Now it goes back to Nurse. Nurse over to Pellick. Pelech spinning around, shot by Pelech. It's blocked. 5 seconds to go. Oh, baby, what a pass! And McPartland scores! Stephen McPartland is second of the game. Just beats the power play clock. And the Titans, with 6:44 to go in the second, have a 4-0 lead. You got to wonder about Holtby. Vrana was right there. McPartland just sat so wide open. McPartland was there, camped out. There's not a capital near him. No one there, and McPartland had it so easy. The Titans have a 4-0 lead. With 6:44 left, they have owned this game. They have just owned this game, and that was so beautiful. Ovechkin gets nailed by Parayko. Here's Ovechkin, it's poked off, and now it goes out of the zone. Lemico made an effort for it, but couldn't get there. Siegenthaler taking it over for Washington. This puck is intercepted by Chris Torrio. Chris Torrio. Torrio in front! Holtby the stop. Here's Carlson. Carlson to Alex Chason. It goes over to Backstrom, over to Ovechkin, who will take it into the zone, but Backstrom was ahead of him. It's an offside.
You know he's happy, guys. He's sitting there on the bench.
3:46 to go in the second. Titans 4, Caps nothing.
What an achievement that would
Checking line out for Orlando versus the first line of the Caps. Now here's Juko Lemico.
Into the attacking end.
Whoa, here's Lemico, crash behind the net. Lemico tries to find one-timer to Carlson, and Carlson could not get there. Now it goes over to Alex Chason. Chason to Lemico. Lemico, Irwin, a shot, save. Tries to find a rebound, could not get there. Now it goes over. It goes to Johansson, back over. And that goes over to Backstrom in the zone. The shot, and a stop is made by Bishop. Now here's Walker. Walker trying to stop in. Here's a shot. Not having it. And the puck will be held. 46.4 to go in the second. Orlando ahead 4-0.
Bishop's able to make what turns out to be a relatively routine butterfly stop.
Bishop not giving Washington much of anything.
Just spoke to a representative from the road team. They're going to be short a player for the rest of the night. The injured player.
It's Joey McPartland tangled up. And Joey McPartland will stay with it. Joey McPartland, look at this! Here's a pass, the shot, they score! Who tapped it in? I think that was Michael Dalcol. Beautifully done. Was that 7? It was Michael Dalcol with 5 seconds to go in the second period. Oh, beautifully done. Holtby with no chance. The Titans pouring it on. Joey McPartland didn't go with the shot. He just saw Dalcol. Dalcol came from behind, and it was an easy put-in. And the Titans, with 5.6 seconds to go in the second, will go to the locker room with a 5-0 advantage. And the crowd is loving it. They are pumped here in Orlando.
One more to go, and who knows, maybe more action beyond that.
So Stephen McPartland, Robbie Torrio, Stephen McPartland with a second, and Michael Dalcol 3 goals here in the second. And at the end of 2, it is the Titans 5 and the Caps nothing.
We will return after he gets a rest and these words.
You gotta love it, folks. Shots on goal 20-14 in favor of Orlando. They've just done it. The Cats have not had much of an answer to answer to these Orlando Titans.
The Titans have had their way offensively.
They're just beating up Braden Holtby. And this is a shocker. This is not much like Braden Holtby. McPartland a shot, and a stop is made by Holtby. And goes over to Backstrom, over to Marcus Johansson. Johansson gets punished by Pelech. Pelech, the defenseman, Pelech holds on to it. Pelech, McPartland, he scores! And that's the hat trick for Stephen McPartland. His hat trick, that's 20th of the year. And another early period goal for the Orlando Titans, as they now lead 6-0. Pelech just stayed with it. He totally hit. He belted the guy. And then you see it wide open. McPartland, Holtby with no answer. They're going to yank Holtby out of this game. He clearly does not have it. And Stephen McPartland's just had his way. And Holtby is finally, yeah, that's it for him. Holtby is done for the night as Philip Grubauer will take over. The Titans have just been so powerful. As you gotta love it. Adam Pelech on the assist. It started when he nailed Marcus Johansson. That's when it started. Torrio intercepts the pass. Robbie Torrio using his speed, cutting around.
Got it right back. Around through the
Pass
corner.
it over. McPartland tries to feed his wife. It was intercepted. It looked like it wasn't headed her way anyway. As Pelech nails out with another hit, but it stays over with Backstrom, who gets pulsed and out of the play, and it goes out of the zone. And this is going to go for icing against Orlando.
Cleared down for icing.
Oh, what a hit. Is that necessary? Is that necessary? Take it easy. As we are a few minutes into this third period. This is shocking.
Clean win on the draw.
We expected a better game, you would think.
Orlando's in their own end.
Now here it is with Torrio. Torrio racing for years. Torrio saved by Grubauer, and he'll hold. And that should get fresh legs on the ice for the Titans.
Let's check in at ice level with Ray.
We'll look back through the 3 goals. Every
The
time
Titans,
he's had
Stephen
the puck, he's been able
McPartland
to
leading the
find
charge.
open ice.
He
And his
opened
shots
the scoring with a one-timer that came from Robbie.
Long line of outstanding games for him, Ray.
And then to stay with it, a power play goal where like no one was within like 10 feet of him. And then lastly, off an Adam Pelech hit, Pelech just took it himself, and McPartland beat Holtby, and that was the final nail in Holtby's night.
Over 5 minutes have gone by.
And meanwhile, and here we are, second line coming out for the Titans.
Winning going away.
Here's shot by Torrio. He scores! Chris Torrio off the face-off. Nielsen won it perfectly to Torrio. Welcome to the game, Philip Grubauer. As the Titans have their 7th of the night, it's 7-0.
His mindset's pretty easy. Grip it
Boom.
and rip it. What a
And he
shot.
just ripped it. He has a hard shot. The dual threat number 8, that's what he does. And we don't mean number 8 in Washington, D.C. That's for sure. The Titans lead 7-0, and this is out of control. I think the Caps are going to be remembering this one for a while. As Parayko's going to shoot it down. Oh, whoa! Oh, Grubauer got caught, and it almost ended up on an Orlando Titans stick.
Nice tip of the pass.
Chris Torrio, he stays with it for Orlando. Chris Torrio cuts around the corner, and it goes out of the zone. It'd be nice for Bishop to get a shutout here. As Nielsen going across the pass, in front, tries to find Fiala, who shoots and whacks it away, and Grubauer will cover with 11:38 to go. 7-0 Orlando. I think the Caps need to learn from this game the next time these two teams meet each other.
Solid, clean win.
Orpik gets it out over to
Headed right down the middle
to
under the
Grayovac.
scoreboard. Broken stick.
Broke his
couldn't take
stick on the play, trying to get
it.
something.
Moving it to Cizikas. Good use of the stick.
Up, and
Throws
here's
that
Vrana.
pass up.
Vrana going in for Orlando. Vrana, it gets knocked away,
Corralled it again.
and it goes over to
Nice
Winnick.
play with the stick. Nothing more will come.
Cizikas
Gains
taking
the
over.
zone.
Cizikas getting hit. Cizikas goes over to Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler had it
Washington's
knocked
up the way,
away.
Controlling play now.
Here's Grayovac dumping it in.
Picks it up back there.
Goes over now to Cizikas again. Cizikas going across. Cizikas to the net. Saved by Grubauer, and he will hold with 7:58 to go.
Tampa Bay is next on the
To
agenda
open up the
on
new
this
calendar year
homestand
2019,
that fans
the
are
arch
just
nemesis, the
thoroughly
Tampa Bay
enjoying
Lightning, will be
as
in
the
this
entire
building
hockey world seems to be
on
flowing
January
right through
2nd.
in
That'll
front
be
of their
Tuesday
eyes.
night.
The Titans
Carlson winning the
prevail
draw.
again.
It's on. Here's Carlson. Carlson, a shot. It goes wide.
He was trying to be a little bit too fine there. That's why
Irwin
he missed
gets
the
it over to
net.
Carlson.
Orlando
Carlson.
is in possession as they travel the boards.
Now it goes down the ice. Niskanen and Irwin, the defenseman, in a race. Now here's Irwin. Irwin, the pass to Carlson. He scores! Melker Carlson. And this time it's the checking line that's involved. And the Titans lead it 8-0. This one is, wow. The Washington Capitals. My goodness. This is just bad. The Titans knocked Holtby out, and it took them finally 6 goals to finally do that. And this time, Philip Grubauer so far is doing no better. The Titans are just too strong. They're just a strong team right now.
The Titans from the neutral zone start to work.
Pelech dumps it in. Here's Chason. Chason tries to find Lemico! And Lemico almost had his first NHL goal.
He's got it.
He had a chance at it. 5 minutes to go.
The Capitals up the wing are moving.
Now it goes across the other side. Here's a shot.
Gets that one on a cross.
Shot on goal is blocked by Chason. Niskanen. It goes back over to Barber.
He gains the zone. Shoots.
It's a shot and another save was made. It goes in, and here comes the Washington starting to push. At last, the shot, it's blocked. The rebound, and they score. And there goes the shutout. The Caps do get on the board. It's Brooks Laich. Puck was bouncing, nobody there. I'm sorry, that's not Brooks Laich. He didn't win there. It's Riley Barber.
Oh, he had his choice and he decided to
21 was Brooks Laich's number. But Riley Barber ends the shutout bid.
Just gets beaten with a better shot here.
So it's now an 8-1 game. In an 8-1 hockey game. 2:35 left.
Neutralized face-off win.
With 2:35 to go.
Good defensive denial. Great stick work prevents the
It goes to the boards. Now here's Bowie. Gets it over to Backstrom. Johansson gets it over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin breaking 3. And Bishop to stop with 1:21 to go.
Orlando's offense has run through his hands for most of the last little while. His point streak continues. He has been a force both at 5-on-5
a minute
and on
21
the
to
power
go
play
here.
over the last few games.
The Capitals win it.
Bowie's circling. It gets down to Ovechkin, who shoots, and Bishop to stop. And he'll cover. With 56.4 to go. In what has been the Titans game from the start of this game.
You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
The Titans' way just started from this game, and it's just been beginning to end.
So we're into the last minute. All is
As puck is picked up, Bishop will have to cover it up again.
Washington's quick on the draw.
Here's Carlson over to Johansson. Ovechkin back out to Carlson.
Got it at the point.
Here's a shot deflected, and it was stopped made, and now the Titans come away with it. It's Chris Torrio. Chris Torrio staying with it on the right side. And here's Chris Torrio, shoots one, and a stop was made. It's in front. Nielsen is shot, it's blocked. Fiala. Here's a shot, save. Fiala trying to get to the other side of it. And now it goes at 20 seconds to go. Fiala's going to dump it in as a complete effort.
And the loose puck captured by Nielsen.
A complete effort, though. Here's Kuznetsov. Here's a shot. 5 to go. A standing ovation from the Titans faithful here. And that will do it. The game mercifully is over as the Titans will end 2018 with a bang with an 8-1 win over the Washington Capitals. And a masterful effort by all.
And by tradition, they
again, this game belongs to the Titans as they salute the crowd here before leaving the ice. This game belonged to the Titans from the outset.
And again, we thank you for watching. We hope
it just was. It was all Orlando this entire game. They were just one shot away from getting that shutout. But all else, the Titans owned the game. It was too much. And even after Holtby was finally pulled, he should have been, I don't know, I can't coach, but Holtby probably should have been pulled after the 4th goal. But nonetheless, Even Philip Grubauer had a rude awakening by delivering 2 of his own in mop-up duty. Once again, your final score here in Bay Lake, Florida. It's the Titans 8 and the Capitals 1. Happy New Year, everybody. We will see you on Tuesday when the Tampa Bay Lightning are in town. Good night, everybody.